Bangladesh is a land often neglected, yet it holds numerous tales of perseverance, advancement, and distinct cultural essence. It's a country that is known for facing hardships, but also for overcoming them in ways that continue to inspire the global community. Whether it's their impressive economic rebound, the resilience of their women, or their ability to flourish despite enduring environmental challenges, Bangladesh consistently astounds. In today's video, we'll uncover 10 incredible facts about Bangladesh that will leave you with an entirely fresh outlook on this nation. From natural calamities to entrepreneurial triumphs, each of these insights will transform how you perceive this dynamic country. Be sure to stick around until the end because one of the final facts might just be the most startling of them all. It's a fact that many people worldwide are unaware of, but it's something you must hear. So, stay with us and explore the reality behind Bangladesh's remarkable path. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to World Marvels and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Welcome to World Marvels, 10 Women's Struggles and Triumphs. The narrative of women in Bangladesh is one of both challenge and empowerment. Despite being one of the most densely populated countries, nearly 2 out of every 3 women in Bangladesh have encountered some form of gender-based violence. This issue runs deep, and many women have been battling against this systemic problem for generations. However, what is most inspiring is the perseverance and bravery that Bangladeshi women exhibit, even in the face of such hardship. Many nonprofit organizations and government initiatives have intervened to create safe havens for women and offer assistance. Shelters are being established, and women's rights advocates are striving to provide a sanctuary for those seeking refuge from abusive environments. But the quest for gender equality is not solely about protection. It's also about empowerment. Over the last several decades, women have become an essential part of Bangladesh's labor force, particularly in the garment and textile industries, where they play a pivotal role in the country's economic ascent. In fact, hundreds of thousands of women have joined the workforce, significantly lowering poverty in their households and contributing to the country's overall development. Additionally, Bangladesh has made noteworthy strides in women's education. More girls than ever are attending school and university, preparing themselves for futures as leaders in their communities and professions. While obstacles persist, the progress of Bangladeshi women is among the most compelling stories of resilience in the nation. 9. The economic engine, the garment industry. Bangladesh's economy has been significantly boosted by its booming garment and textile industry, now one of the largest globally. If you've ever checked the label on your clothes, chances are it says, "Made in Bangladesh." This sector accounts for a substantial portion of the nation's exports and provides employment for millions, especially women. The rise of the textile industry has been integral to Bangladesh's remarkable economic transformation, shifting it from one of the world's poorest nations to a rapidly developing economy. However, not all aspects of the industry are without concern. The working conditions in certain factories have sparked international worry. Many workers earn meager wages, and safety standards in some manufacturing facilities have been questioned, particularly after the devastating collapse of the Rana Plaza factory in 2013. This tragedy brought global attention to the perilous conditions in many garment factories, prompting reforms within Bangladesh and among the international companies sourcing from there. Since then, efforts have been made by the government and factory owners to enhance safety measures and raise wages. Despite these challenges, the garment industry remains a lifeline for millions of families across Bangladesh. It's not just about making clothes. It's about creating opportunities and offering a path out of poverty. 8. Agriculture and food shortages. For many in Bangladesh, food insecurity remains a tough reality. Although the country has made great progress in reducing poverty, a considerable portion of the population still struggles to get enough food. This is especially true in rural regions, where access to food is often hindered by poor infrastructure and frequent natural disasters like floods and cyclones that destroy crops and homes. Agriculture is the backbone of rural Bangladesh. The nation is famous for its fertile lands, with rice being the main staple crop cultivated by millions of farmers. Alongside rice, crops like ginger, onions, and legumes also play an important role. However, despite the significance of agriculture, Many farmers face difficulties, such as outdated farming techniques, limited access to quality seeds, and inadequate irrigation systems. Natural disasters often worsen these issues, wiping out entire harvests and leaving families in desperate situations. To combat this, the Bangladeshi government, in collaboration with international organizations, has launched programs to modernize agricultural practices, introduce more resilient crops, and develop improved irrigation systems. While these initiatives have made a difference, the fight against food insecurity is far from over. Ensuring that every Bangladeshi has access to sufficient food remains one of the nation's top priorities. 7. Education reform and challenges. Bangladesh has made notable strides in ensuring that most children attend primary school. However, the quality of education is still a concern, and dropout rates, particularly among children from disadvantaged backgrounds, remain high. For many families, the decision to send children to work instead of school is a tough but necessary one due to economic hardship. The Reaching Out-of-School Children initiative has been a beacon of hope for many. Targeting children aged 8 to 14 who have dropped out or never attended school, the program has successfully reintegrated thousands of students into the educational system. However, challenges persist. While primary school enrollment is nearly universal, keeping children in school long enough to complete their education remains difficult. Secondary education is less accessible, and for many children from rural or extremely poor families, further schooling is often out of reach. Some are forced to work in low-paying jobs, supporting their families at the cost of their own education and future opportunities. To unlock its full potential, Bangladesh must continue to improve both the quality and accessibility of education. 6. Health challenges. Healthcare in Bangladesh, particularly in rural areas, remains a pressing issue. Although there have been advancements in maternal and child health, and life expectancy has risen, many people still lack access to basic healthcare services. Infectious diseases are prevalent, and despite efforts to control outbreaks, rural areas often suffer from a lack of medical facilities and professionals. Infant mortality, while improving, remains a concern, thanks to focused efforts by the government and international health organizations. The healthcare system also struggles with a shortage of trained medical personnel, particularly in remote areas where clinics are understaffed and underfunded. However, the government continues to work toward enhancing healthcare access for all Bangladeshis. Despite the hurdles, there have been significant achievements in the health sector. Widespread vaccination programs have drastically reduced diseases like measles and polio. Moreover, NGOs are working diligently to improve hygiene and sanitation across the country, helping to prevent disease outbreaks and enhance overall public health. 5. Natural disasters and climate vulnerability. Due to its geography, Bangladesh is highly susceptible to natural disasters. Situated at the head of the Bay of Bengal, the country experiences severe floods, cyclones, and rising sea levels, all of which are aggravated by climate change. Every year, thousands of homes are destroyed, and communities are displaced by these extreme weather events. Rivers overflow, and low-lying areas are the hardest hit, leaving many without shelter, food, or livelihoods. The impact of climate change on Bangladesh is immense. Rising sea levels threaten millions of coastal residents, where saltwater intrusion is already damaging agriculture and contaminating water supplies. Cyclones frequently ravage the region, causing widespread destruction. Nevertheless, Bangladesh has emerged as a global leader in climate adaptation. The nation has invested in disaster-resilient infrastructure like cyclone shelters and flood barriers. Early warning systems have been implemented, and disaster preparedness training is provided to at-risk communities. While the challenges posed by climate change are formidable, Bangladesh's proactive approach offers hope for others facing similar threats. 4. Celebrating cultural richness. Despite its struggles, Bangladesh's culture is a source of deep pride. The country has a rich and colorful cultural history, with traditions rooted in music, dance, art, and literature. The Bengali language, in particular, holds profound historical and emotional significance for Bangladeshis. The Bengali language movement, which secured the recognition of Bengali as the country's official language, remains a defining moment in the nation's history. Festivals are also a vital part of Bangladeshi culture, with Pohila Boishakh, the Bengali New Year, being one of the most celebrated. During these festivities, communities come together to enjoy traditional music, food, and dance, reinforcing the strong social bonds that unite the country, even during tough times. Traditional Bengali cuisine, known for its bold flavors and abundant spices, also plays an important role in the nation's cultural identity. Signature dishes like biryani, hilsa fish, and spicy curries are staples at family gatherings and festivals. These culinary traditions are now gaining international recognition, with Bengali restaurants and food festivals spreading globally. 3. Unbelievable economic growth. One of the most surprising aspects of Bangladesh is its extraordinary economic growth. Once one of the world's poorest countries, Bangladesh has rapidly transformed into a booming economy, driven by its garment industry and a growing service sector. Over recent decades, the country has posted consistent economic growth, significantly reducing poverty levels. Bangladesh's government has made strategic investments in infrastructure, such as roads, bridges, and energy projects, further fueling economic expansion. Additionally, remittances from Bangladeshis working abroad have become vital in supporting both the economy and the livelihoods of millions. Despite its successes, Bangladesh faces challenges to maintaining this growth. Issues such as corruption, political instability, and infrastructure deficits need to be addressed to ensure sustained development. 2. Strong social networks. While life in Bangladesh is tough, it is characterized by strong social networks. Whether in the bustling streets of Dhaka or the quiet villages of the countryside, Bangladeshis rely heavily on their communities. This sense of unity is most visible in local markets, which serve not only as commercial centers but also as hubs of social interaction. In times of crisis, such as during natural disasters, this communal spirit becomes even more critical. Neighbors often share food, shelter, and resources, helping each other rebuild in the aftermath. This tight-knit social fabric is a key reason why Bangladesh has been able to endure and thrive despite its challenges. 1. The spirit of entrepreneurship. One of the most underappreciated aspects of Bangladesh's development is its entrepreneurial drive. Across both urban and rural areas, a new generation of entrepreneurs is capitalizing on the digital age to create opportunities for themselves and their communities. From tech startups to small artisan businesses, these entrepreneurs are reaching global markets via social media and e-commerce platforms. Their creativity and innovation are helping diversify the economy, providing new sources of income and employment. This entrepreneurial movement is fostering a culture of self-reliance and resilience, empowering young Bangladeshis to shape their futures. Entrepreneurship is not only generating economic benefits but also empowering individuals to take control of their lives, making a significant contribution to Bangladesh's overall progress. Throughout this video, we've peeled back the layers of Bangladesh, a nation that continuously defies expectations. From the strength and determination of its women to its thriving garment industry and swift economic ascent, Bangladesh is far more than the challenges it faces. The rich culture and resilience of its people illustrate a story of hope and persistence that is truly inspiring. So, which fact about Bangladesh left you speechless? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to World Marvels for more fascinating insights into the wonders of our planet. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Bangladesh, and remember, the world is filled with marvels waiting to be discovered. Stay curious,